Welcome to the Efren brand of wrestling and entertainment here on YouTube.com and the World Wide Web, providing you with wrestling news, reviews, rumors, and insight you've grown accustomed to since 2010. My name is JC Styles, and I am back with the NXT review for December 19th, 2018. Before I get into this review, I just want to apologize for not getting the SmackDown review up last night. I was having trouble with my computer, and by the time I actually got to get the computer up and running again, it was really, really late, and I actually had to reshoot the video, so I just decided to just scrap it. So, guys, I apologize, but I will be giving you guys a Raw and SmackDown review next week, I promise. With that being said, NXT was actually pretty good tonight. We had some good matches, and I really, really enjoy watching NXT. It's so entertaining. The wrestlers are amazing. The talent is just, oh my god, the content is just great. Their takeover pay per views, I don't know if it's just because the fact is that they're hungry and they want to get that main roster spot, or if it's because they only have, I think, like 4 or 5 pay per views a year. But oh my god, I actually turned my father onto NXT, and he knew nothing about NXT. The first pay per view he watched was War Games last year, and he fell in love with it. And he has watched every NXT takeover since. And since I've been back in Connecticut, he's watched every takeover with me. So we're definitely looking forward to watching Takeover Royal Rumble weekend. So guys, I want to get into the review. We start off the night with a promo package showing you the things that happened in previous weeks between Aleister Black and Johnny Gargano. And then we come to the shot of the Full Sail University, and we start the show with women's tag team action with Dakota Kai and Io Shirai. Io Shirai is one of the finalists in the Mae Young Classic from this summer, and I'm really glad that they gave her a contract, because I really didn't at first. I really didn't think she did all that well in the finals at the showdown, but I actually wound up enjoying this, and I actually enjoyed it. I actually liked it. I actually like this match, and her style is a mixture of Asuka with the striking and the high flying ability of Kairi Sane. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I don't. Didn't. But they wound up picking up the win over two of the four horsewomen, Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir. And these guys were green. I apologize, but I definitely think they need more in the ring. I know that they've been training their heart out, and they've been training with Baszler and numerous other talent at the Performance Center, but I don't know what it is, but I just couldn't get behind them. On top of everything, during this match, the fans in the arena were chanting "Ronda is better," and I definitely agree. Ronda is definitely better than the two of them put together. I honestly think the 2 out of the 4 are the most successful. 2 out of the 4 is Baszler and Ronda, but I'm sure within time they'll get better and they'll be able to establish themselves more. I definitely know they're doing better than I can, because I can't get into and do half the stuff that they do. Any of the stuff that they do, screw that. None of the stuff I can't get in there and do. Um, but overall, the match was good. It was enjoyable. I definitely liked it. Good story building. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what these girls can do, women could do moving forward. We then have an interview that was filmed earlier in the day outside, and it was of Matt Riddle, the King of Bros. He was talking about the cheap shot from 2 weeks ago that Cassius Ono did a sneaky cheap shot, and he said that pretty much basically Ono was upset because he beat him in 7 seconds at Takeover, and he begs Ono to get into the ring with him, so that way he can knock him out again in 7 seconds. We then go into, I want to say, the debuting of Dominik Dijakovic. He wound up defeating Aaron Mackey, and this guy really impressed me. He was tall, athletic, and a brute force, and he's going to do a lot in this. I mean, there's not really much to really review about this match because it was a quick beatdown, but still pretty good. He carried himself well. Some maneuvers that I have not seen, so it was really good. I'm really looking forward to seeing what this guy can do moving forward as well. We then come back from commercial, and William Regal announced via his Twitter page that Io Shirai will be competing in a fatal four-way next week to find out who will face Shayna Baszler at TakeOver in Phoenix. We then go into a tag team match with Heavy Machinery defeating Local Talent. They didn't really mention any names. They didn't mention their names, so I don't really know who it was. We get towards the closing segments of the closing moments of the match, and the Undisputed Era comes out to the stage, and pretty much basically caught the eye of Heavy Machinery, and Heavy Machinery just completely destroyed these two young guys, and picked up the win. And I'm assuming, I think it's next week or at TakeOver. I think they're facing the Undisputed Era for the tag titles. Then we go into the final match of the night, the steel cage match. Johnny Gargano defeating Aleister Black with the help of Tommaso Ciampa. Now this match was fire all the way through. And then with the closing moments, Johnny was climbing the cage and he was on the outside of the top of the cage getting ready to drop down. And Aleister was almost about to fall out of the ring going through the door. And Ciampa wound up going and slamming the door on Aleister's head. Johnny saw it and he wound up climbing back into the ring, and they did a familiar, oh so familiar finish, the DIY finishing maneuver, and Johnny picked up the win. Now, I have to say, Johnny has really impressed me a lot over the last year or two, 2 years, since I started watching NXT, and I really hope that they do something big with him. I don't know if they will ever make him NXT champion, but I hope that if he goes up to, I'm hoping that when they send Johnny and Ciampa up to the main roster, they'll put them back together as a tag team. WWE really needs tag teams. They really need to utilize the tag team division more. But Johnny is Johnny Wrestling. He is the heart and soul of NXT. And I'm really digging this heel Johnny Gargano. And if you put a heel Johnny Gargano with a heel Ciampa, I can only imagine what's going to happen. But I don't know if that's exactly what they're going to do, because Ciampa's the champion and Aleister, and Johnny's not. So we'll see what happens there. But guys, leave your comments in the comment box below. Let me know who are some of your favorite talent from NXT. Who are you looking forward to the most to see get called up to the main roster after WrestleMania? I also have some ideas on content. I think I'm going to do a countdown of 27 most memorable Royal Rumble moments, or my favorite Royal Rumble moments, leading down to the Royal Rumble this January. So that's not something that I'm guaranteeing. I'm just thinking that's something I might do. Or I might just review some of my favorite Royal Rumbles. So if that's something that you guys want to see, let me know. Let me know in the comment box below. Please, like always, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share with your friends, and click that bell so you guys can get notifications on when new content is uploaded from the FM brand. With that being said, guys, I think that pretty much does it. So thanks for watching. Have a good night, and I'll see you later.